the question number 3rd, beta. The cost of one car is 4,21,699. Okay, one car you have given. What is the cost of 25 cars? One car cost you have given, and you have to find the 25, and 25 is more. For that, what you can do? For more, what we are doing always? We are doing multiply. No? So what you will do? Whatever the cost of amount of one car is given, you will multiply that by 25, so you will get the answer. This question number 3 also you will do yourself. Simple multiplication is there, but in a statement form you will do. How? That cost of one car is equal to this cost. So cost of 25 cars is equal to this number multiplied by 25. Okay. For example, I am writing cost of one car is equal to 421,699. Okay. Cost of 25 cars is equal to 421,699 multiplied by 25. Cost of 25 cars is equal to this number will be multiplied by 25. Beta, I have seen while you are sending me your homework, I have seen there that you are doing some mistakes also, and from here it is very difficult to rectify your mistake. Better is that while you are doing the question, though you are doing yourself, you can do statement. You will write by the, as in previous classes we were doing, write the statement by the pen, and whatever the multiplication you are performing, you can perform by that by pencil. Okay. Then here you will perform the this multiplication, and whatever will come, that will be your answer. Okay, complete it. This will be your homework. Then we are reaching to the question number 4. What is question number 4 now? The product of two numbers is this. If one of the two number is 456, find the other number. Okay. You have learned while you are learning the chapter LCM and SCF in the previous class, in class 5th. You have learned one formula that first number into second number is equal to product of numbers. Product of number. This was the formula which we have learned in class 5th. Okay. Here in your question you have to given the product of two numbers is product of numbers is equal to 259920. 259920. Okay. This is your product of numbers. And one number. One numbers mean we can take as first number. First number is equal to 456. And we have to find second number. Second number is equal to what? Now put the values here. First number in place of first number you can write 456 multiplied by second number. Okay. Is equal to product of number 259920. Then we have to find second number. Second number is equal to 259920 divided by 456. In this way you can complete this one also. Okay. Complete it. Then division, perform division. Whatever answer will come, that will be your answer. Okay. Now we are reaching to the question number 5th. Everybody is able to do the division, perform division, and whatever answer will come, that will be your second number. Now reach to the question number 5th. Find the difference between the greatest and the smallest number that can be written using the digits. Okay, again listen the question. What is that? You have to given 1 2 3 4 5 different digits. You have to form with the help of these digits. You will make the greatest number and then smallest number, and then you will find their difference, mean greatest minus smallest. See that what are the digits? Digits are 8 4 6 7 3. 8 4 6 7 3. Okay, then what you will do? Write greatest number. Greatest number. What I told you, what you will do? Arrange the number in descending order. Okay, descending order means first write greater one 8, then 7 6, 8 7 6, then 4, and then 3. Okay, and now write smallest. For smallest, what you will do? You will arrange the digits in ascending order. Smallest number will be, write them in ascending order. 3 4, then 6, then 7, and then 8, and then you have to find their difference. Here you will do the subtraction. What will be after subtraction? Whatever will come, that will be your answer. Okay, to do subtraction here, that also you will perform yourself. In this way you will get the answer of question number 5th. Now reach to the question number 6th, beta. And what is question number 6th? For the excursion of the amount collected in a school was 2 lakh and 5,000. The contribution per student is rupees 5,000. How many students are going for the excursion? You have given total amount. Total amount collected by students is equal to 2,05,000 and amount contributed by one student is equal to rupees 5,000. See that suppose in your class 40 students are there, okay, and you are collecting, each student is collecting 100 rupees. How much collection will come from your class? For that, what you are doing? 40 multiplied by 100. How much? 4,000 amount will be collected from one class. But here what we have to given? We have to given this amount, okay, and how much contribution? 100 rupees contribution. Suppose this amount and this amount we have to given, and we have to find number of students. This was suppose number of students. Okay, so what we will do? See that what I told you. For to understand this example, suppose in your class 40 students are there. Each student is contributing 100 rupees. Then how much amount will be collected from your class? 4,000. Okay, now try to understand this question. Here what you have to given. Now suppose I will change the topic. What we will do? You have to given suppose this 4,000 amount, and how much that each student is contributing 100 rupees. Then how many students are here in class? Then what you will do? Number of students multiplied by amount is equal to total contribution. Okay, we have concluded by this small example what we have Understood? That number of student, if it will be multiplied by the amount is equal to total contribution. Now see that total contribution we have to given, amount also we have to given, we have to find number of students. What we will do? Number of students is equal to total contribution divided by amount of one student. In this way you will get the number of student. Maybe everybody have understood this now. Okay, what you will do for finding the number of students in this question? What you will do? Total contribution, that is this amount 2,05,000 will come in the numerator, and amount contributed by one student, amount of one student, it will come in the denominator, and then perform the division. Then in this way you will get the number of student in the class. Then you will complete this question also yourself. Okay. Now reach to the question number 7.